alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
White with it. For three, Smith. Some solid defense from Williams. Now here's Paul. On the wing, SGA. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Antetokounmpo for three. He can't get it to go.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's Smith. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Look, that 6'10" height to Smith can almost surprise you. He doesn't move like that, but it really helps him inside.
Outside, SGA. Five to shoot. Holmgren right side. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Oh, so much size. Holmgren barely has to jump.
Right side, White. Antetokounmpo with it. Caruso covers. Outside, Eason. The three is up. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Smith. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's all tied up.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
There's the screen. Pass to SGA. Down low. Holmgren. And And the big finish by Holmgren.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The three, Smith. And Houston, another three.
You love seeing Smith Jr. be assertive off the catch. Great shot.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 6. That one's good for 2.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
.52 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. Houston shooting their first free throw of the game here. That one misses for Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Holmgren outside. Outside, SGA. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
It doesn't matter what the defense does inside. Gilgeous-Alexander was determined to get through.
White looking it over. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Well, a good close contest so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Houston in the lead. Here's Hendricks. Kicks it to George. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from 3.
Line him up and knock him down. You know PG is good to drill a handful of 3s when he steps on the floor.
Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Brian?
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Green. After the basket by Houston. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Clingan, it must be easy to jam it.
George scanning the floor. And the jam by George.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And Houston has possession. The Thunder making their last shot. And there's a pick. Hendricks, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Klingon. For three. And Walker with the three. And now a three-point Oklahoma City lead.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Whitmore. Still no points. Here's Polynice. Misses from close range. 1:41 left in the second quarter. Pass to Klingon. Launches it. Paul George pulls down the board. And here's Whitmore. Here's Hendricks to stop the run. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Pass to Green. To the middle. Klingon. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Hendricks. Back to George. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
High-intensity play from Paul George, taking it to the defense.
Houston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. George hits them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Outside, SGA. The three. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo drives in. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Up top, Holmgren. Pass to Paul. Shoots over White. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's White. No made baskets yet. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Smith outside. Gets the three ball to go. Smith's got 8. And one move we're seeing more frequently these days, Richard, the self-alley-oop.
T-Mac might have been the first to do it back in the 0-2 All-Star game, but now you see it a few times this season, but it is still a major highlight every time. The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Giannis with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Paul. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. 10 points for him.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
White drives in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Paul. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14 and a half a game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 1-point game. Here's Smith. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Look, Jabari Smith has the physical tools and skill set. That's a tough combination to be a solid two-way player in this league.
Now here's Paul. And the layup falls. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Antetokounmpo outside. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Houston. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Clock at 6. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Here's Paul. He has 6. And the shot goes down.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
White with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Over to the wing. Antetokounmpo inside. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, nice job by J-Dub. Just playing above the rim.
Outside White. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Offline with a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Houston. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far.
The Thunder, 41.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it."
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Green for three. Walker, second chance effort, and he lays it in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Now Whitmore. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Polynice. And here's Jackson. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get off a shot. Here's Whitmore outside.
They have the lead, but their three-point game hasn't been as effective as it was in the first half.
Now Paul. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And that's 10 points for Chris Paul.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And it's the Rockets with the ball. The lead is 2. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Eason. 4-3. Drills it from deep. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Well, Giannis knows he creates gravity inside, which is going to free someone up on the outside.
From deep, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander, a merciless 3 of his own.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now Eason. And stolen by Caruso. SGA. The corner shot falls for Gilgeous-Alexander.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Giannis stomps in and hammers it down.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
SGA. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. The Rockets lead by 3. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
The putback.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
It's White with the drive. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Left side, Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. Houston in the lead. Smith outside. Now Antetokounmpo. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
Here's the pass to Williams. Outside Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
23 seconds left in the game. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Let me tell you, on the drive, Giannis is trouble. He takes it right into the defense and gets fouled in the act.
And he ends up making the second. And that puts him up 5. Now Caruso. Paul outside. And so the Rockets take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.